The 5 lights go out in Monza, and we are racing for the 7th time this season. Nicolas Longuet versus the McLaren of Barry Burman, and it's going to be tight down there. To the first chicane, the McLaren is inching ahead. The McLaren has the inside line. The McLaren has the lead. Barry Burman, then Longuet, then Blakely, fighting with Ronhaar, who was aggressive, but he couldn't get past the championship leader. It's tight, though, in the background. Barry Burman checking out of town. As you go through Curva Grande for the first time, Freddie Rasmussen's in 10th position, and he's had a torrid time of it. Back to the championship leader, into the Roja for the first time, and you can see there's different tyre strategies at play. I spy mediums out there. Ronhaar is past. He's passed on the back straight before we've even got to the Parabolica, the final turn of this circuit, the 11th and final turn of the circuit, and Ronhaar is up to 3rd place. That's where he started, and he will now try and make another move immediately. The good news for Barry Burman is that he's got the lead. The bad news for him is he's going to have Ronhaar on the charge, because he's gone from 4th to 2nd in a matter of meters.
Ronhaar's absolutely flying out there. Here's Kiefer as well, trying to go up the inside of David Tanitsa. Couldn't make it work there. He's on the soft tyres. We've got some seriously different strategies out there. So you've got Barry Burman on the softs. Remember, he did that before in F1 Esports around here, and it did not work. Very different strategies for Burman, Ronhaar, Beresne, Kiefer, Benham and Van Erven as they continue to fight into the chicane.
Oh, the gravel there on the exit of the Roja means that instead of fighting for 10th position, Marcel Kiefer is being demoted down, and he's off the road again. Oh, he's trying to keep it together. He might be losing places. Can he gather it off the road for the 3rd corner in a row? What a disaster for the Red Bull driver, who finds himself shuffled down, battling for 10th, now in 16th.
He knows how important this part of the race is. On the soft tyres and into Ascari, they're going to be side by side, and there's been more contact.
Oh, he's nearly dropped it into the wall there. Incredible stuff between these two. Simon Weigang not prepared to give it up, and we look like we're in for some battle here. We're about to have a change. Thomas Ronhaar dropped down to 4th, fought his way back to the lead. Ronhaar P1, and the medium tyres go ahead of the soft. The Haas goes past the McLaren. Ronhaar back to the front. Look at the chaos in the background. Look at this. Super close to multiple moves here. We don't know where to look.
Two championship rivals going side by side.
Look at this, Blakely up against Rasmussen in the background. We're focusing on board now with Freddie Rasmussen trying to get past, trying to get through, trying to go around the outside, and succeeding at the Roja.
What a move from Freddie Rasmussen. Crucially now needs to not lose DRS to Beresne ahead. It's around 9/10 of a second, but Freddie Rasmussen put in the moves on Lucas Blakely. Very surprised to see that one. Danny Beresne's put himself back in the mix as well, as he's gone onto the medium tyres. So it's legitimately in, if we're saying this is the chasing pack, just behind Longuet in a net P2, or however this will all shake out. We do not know at the moment. But here's Barry Burman once again following Ronhaar. Can't imagine these two will fight too hard. They are the slower but leading pack. They just have to be looking in their mirrors to see how quickly Longuet, Beresne, Rasmussen, Blakely, etc. start to close in.
Well, it's an Italian scrap this, the AlphaTauri team. Looking to the inside, it's getting messy now between the two of them. Oh! And Brendan Lee goes round. And you knew it was going to get into that territory. Brendan Lee at Ferrari's home race. As his teammate ploughs on, he drops out of the points.
Yeah, I imagine that was some contact there, as Tanitsa has cleared one of the AlphaTauris, and if that was Josh Ido who crashed into Brendan Lee, then that will be a penalty, I would safely bet there. Tanitsa, oh, that's a late move. Jakes.
Sent him in, very nearly sent him into the barrier there. From the barrier to Barry. Let's hear from the man in P2.
Just letting. I have some plans.
Here they are, and he is right underneath now. Will Ronhaar try and give him? Whoa! He's nearly on the grass. He's fighting his way by, and this time he does take the lead. Barry Burman hits the front, but for that last lap, he couldn't wait. I'm not even sure Ronhaar gave him much of an option there. He might have backed out to give him the position. Very, very tight on the exit of the chicane. That's risky stuff to place the car there and keep your foot in. But Sheeposh knows he's up against the championship leader. He can't afford not to score any points today. That could completely change things. These two are very tight, too tight for comfort as we go in. Oh, it's tight. Is he going to breeze around the outside? No, he won't make the corner. And Blakely will stay ahead. And Sheeposh tries to keep his foot in, tries to go through. They are still side by side, and Blakely keeps the position. As we join the battling behind, and it's going to be very, very intense now. How many times has Berezne been there? Three wide in the background. And David, is that David Tanitsa? Is that David Tanitsa fighting his way past? It is. In the what has he done in the last couple of corners? How is that even possible that he's got past them all? Sheeposh dropping back to 9th. Josh Edu in 8th. Championship leader is 7th. And David Tanitsa has roared through to 6th.
Unbelievable work from Tanitsa. Blakely loses a position down to 7th. And that will be a small point swing between... Oh my goodness me, what is going on?
We're just cutting to battles 4 wide. Shanaka Kleiner, the driver who is finding himself in 13th, got his teammate directly ahead of him.
Ronhar's setting it up. He's just using the battery to stay as close as he possibly can to Burman. What was the plan that Barry had? Can he hold off Ronhar? 3-lap fresher tyres for the Haas. Can Ronhar get his second win of the season? We're about to enter the final lap. Alex Jakes, award-winning commentator, take us through it.
Here we go, onto the iconic main straight at Monza. 27 of 27, game on. 5 kilometers to go. Who's it going to be? Will it be Borman? Will it be Ronhar? He's trying to pull out. He's got the DRS. They're very nearly banging wheels into the first chicane. They're deep. They're off the road. It's a thrilling battle. Will he have to give the place back? He'll have to feather the throttle, and then they'll resume the action right about now as we go through Curva Grande. These brilliant pair this year who both took maiden victories. One win number 2, and Burman is ahead. He's turned it into a scrap. He didn't wait to the last lap. He was brutal at that first. It was late into the first chicane. They're basically glued together, and all the while this is going on. If they make contact, it still might be a 1-2 for Alfa Romeo. This is right on the brink. We are now heading into a crucial DRS zone. Can Ronhar take the lead at Ascari? It's all in the balance. He's out of the slipstream. He's pulling ahead. He's getting past the McLaren, and Thomas Ronhar takes the lead into the Ascari chicane. He goes through onto the back straight. He's got 1 corner to go to take the victory. The Parabolica, the curve of Michele Alboreto stands in front of him. Borman chucked everything he could. All of his plans, they were well laid, but they weren't good enough to see off Thomas Ronhar, who puts that stat in the bin about never having a winner from anywhere other than the top 2 on the grid, because Thomas Ronhar has won his 2nd race in the F1 Esports Pro Championship in a thrilling last lap duel with Barry Burman. Nicholas Longue completes the podium, a return to form for Danny Berezne, and Freddie Rasmussen takes points out of his rival for the title, Lucas Blakely. Ronhar playing it to perfection.
Take a deep breath, Alex Jakes. That was a big one. Ronhar can absolutely be seen now as a championship contender.